Hi, my name is Jackie, and I've just returned to my home province of Alberta after 30 years of living and working in Europe. I'm back to support elderly parents and to reconnect with family and old friends all over the US and Canada. I'm a lifelong tent camper, campervanner, motorhomer, long-distance touring cyclist, and now I'm joining the swelling ranks of North American minivan lifers in my no-build Dodge Grand Caravan. I hope you'll join me on this challenging and adventurous new chapter as I rediscover the strange land that I left so many years ago. Just doing a little grocery shop before I head out to Elk Island for my walk and bird extravaganza tomorrow. Days are getting so much shorter. Grocery shopping, what a misery these days. Here is an old staple of mine, some refried beans. With $3.49 for the no-name brand. You know, come on. Nutritionally vacant instant noodles, but they are good to have on hand for the occasional time. But I got a lot of things left over that I want to throw into the pot. One I usually go for. Monosodium glutamate, sugar, and palm oil are the primary ingredients. Okay, that was a bit painful of a decision. But I'm going to go with soy milk. Oh, God. I'm going to have to get that Instapot. Yeah, I'm looking for nuts and sunflower seeds and raisins, something to throw into my oatmeal. And it's all out of control price-wise. But I know that Walmart tends to have those things cheaper. So I think hey, I've got time. I'll hit Walmart. Good morning. Well, I spent the night at a very noisy rest stop just outside of Elk Island National Park on the way to, I think, Mundare and Vegreville. My initial plan was to go for a big long walk in Elk Island Park before the weather really got cold. But I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. The weather actually looks a little bit better tomorrow, slightly warmer. So yeah, I wanted to spend the night in one of the little towns on the way out here, but it just nothing felt right. And I saw this on the map. There's very few rest stops on these motorways here. It's Alberta. That's my excuse for everything that's pants. There's good stuff too. Don't send me any hate in the comments. But yeah, waking up after the American election, digesting all of that. I think I want to go into a small town in Alberta and just have a cup of coffee in a diner. And on the way, have a look at some of the jewels in the crown of Alberta culture. Stay with me. There it is. Well, I do believe it's a first for me. And I proudly want to share with you one of Alberta's finest heritage landmarks, a giant Mundare sausage. For a vegetarian. Bloomin' heck, it's absolutely perishing cold here with a lovely breeze. Probably feeling about -5 at the moment, so I'm going to try and find a coffee somewhere in this lovely little town. So Mundare is a very small town with a very small population and a very big sausage. It was founded in about 1890 by English farmers. By 1950, it had become much more populated with Ukrainian, Eastern European farmers who came and set up shop, and it was sort of kept going by the railway and the ability to export what they were producing here. I'd say compared to some typical prairie towns, it's rather thriving, probably because of the famous sausage. Okay, my hard-ass European smugness is melting away. People just say hello to you here, and they're not nutters. That's rather refreshing. Modernization. Well, it's entrepreneurial. People smiling at you through the windows. A library, and a medical clinic, and a bowling alley. How cool is that? Sponsors of your local giant fiberglass sausage. And that's it, that's downtown Mundare. Lori's Eats and Treats. Nice to see a couple of independent little businesses. Oh dear, I think I'm succumbing to the charm of small town prairie Alberta. Oh man, is it chilly out there. Well, I'm going to head to Vegreville. Vegreville is, for those not in the know, is probably the most famous of the Ukrainian eastern prairie towns. Famous for a reason or two. So bear with me and we'll go take a look. It's only about 20 kilometers away. Where is it? Behold. Don't know if it still is, but it used to be the world's largest Easter egg. Let's go have a look. Oh, it spins! Well, I'm sure I've been here before, probably in my teens or when I was a small child. It's really nice to revisit it. I mean, the temptation is to make fun of it, of course, but it is a very important heritage symbol. And it really represents, obviously, the Ukrainian settlers who came here and had to endure a lot of hardship to make things work. And they're our breadbasket over here. Glad to be back. I ain't going to make fun of it. typical old worldy Canadian caboose. I used to be a bit obsessed with cabooses. I used to dream about being the caboose person when I was a kid. It's locked, but we can look through the windows. A little kitchen area, stove. Nice place to watch the endless kilometers go by. Let's have a little look at the geese over the Pashanka. Is it Pashanka or Pasanka? I think it's Pasanka. And look at the way the egg is, the Pasanka is spinning with the wind. That's kind of cool. Well, that was truly excellent. But I'm freezing, so I'm going to go look for some, oh hey, why not, Fabergé eggs in the local thrift shop.
Yeah, I mean, you're reusing them, right?
Yeah, like they were never one use for me, so I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you can carry them
Oh,
out
it's
to
all right.
everyone to have a bag for
I
these
guess
guys.
if you're rich boy Trudeau, then you'd use it once.
I am very good friends with joining their Trump one, and I'm like, send them here, we'll take them. I'll take Trump over Trudeau.
We might come back and have a look around.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, no worries. Help yourself to anything. All boot tags are 50% off, as well as all shoes are $1 cheaper.
It doesn't matter politics. It doesn't matter who you vote in. They all have agendas. They're all
Oh, that's all. It doesn't
they're all
matter.
owned by corporations, so
I
it
was
doesn't
gonna
matter.
say, either way we're screwed.
They're owned
Not
by
gonna
GE,
lie.
Nike,
No, you go ahead. All of the above.
all the above. Yeah, all the corporations.
Well, you guys have a wonderful day.
Yeah, thank
Thanks for taking those off my hands. I don't want to hold them back.
Well, disappointingly, no Fabergé eggs this time, but I did find myself a nice lid. So let's go have a look at the rest of Vegreville. I mean, I don't get it. Oh, heavens. Well, good luck, chum. An inglorious location. Well, Vegreville has taken a bit of a hammer to my feeling of small town brotherhood, sisterhood, and perhaps my little stop at the thrift shop, listening in on the conversation, I found very depressing. Yes, they'll take Trump over Trudeau, but how odd. This is a Ukrainian town, and we all know how Donald Trump feels about aid to Ukraine and his cozying up to Putin. But that really just emphasizes the point. It's a case of isolation, lack of critical thinking skills. In my opinion, it was do or die for me. I had to get out of here. But yeah, it makes me very sad. But I get it.
I know some people think.
Well, I think that's it for Vegreville. But you know what?
I don't.
3 is always better than 2, generally speaking. So I'm going to head towards our 3rd giant of the prairies, kind of on my way back to the big city, a little town called Andrew.
I don't think he wants to do the same thing. I could be wrong, but on conversations I've had with him, he's very concerned about the international situation we've had a meltdown with China and the Taiwan situation. Korea seems to be right on the edge. Then you have the Ukraine war, the first major war in Europe, the Middle East with Iran. So the world is on fire, and I think he feels this is where he can make a difference. Previously, he liked Zelensky, so he understands, but he also wants to get a peace agreement.
Does he have a plan?
Well, in his mind, he has a plan, and he's laid out the rough edges of that, which is to let both sides know they have to come to the table, and the side that doesn't come to the table gets penalized.
Must have been in the heart of the community at some point. Oh, look at the little ticket booth. And what do we have here? Well, it's only the world's largest statue of a mallard. This represents Andrew's contribution to the giants of the prairies. Well, he's a very nice chap. I think I kind of expected something a little bit bigger. But he's pretty big. He's bigger than the village that he's in. Well, the sun's starting to set on my wonderful little tour of some of the eastern villages and towns of Ukrainian Alberta. And, well, I'll just take a little look through the town before I go to find a discreet place to lay my head for the night and visit the little Ukrainian church on the way out. It's been a wonderful day. And there's, I think, 61 more giants of the prairies to find. This might be a long series. Hard to resist. I think I shall resist. We'll just say we're ringing the bell for the end of this video.